Hello, today we've got Ohio Mag, well, just Mag now, and his Ignis on Neighbors on a random match. Now, they have him on the DD, they have the CV, supposedly they have the Battleship and the CV advantage. The enemy team gets more cruisers, but Mag's team gets more DDs. But we're going to see a lot of tiny mistakes being made. And if anything, this just illustrates how important, well, the Back to the Basics series really is that there's just tiny little mistakes that you make that can add up a lot. That can change the course of a battle and, well, basically make a great game equal to defeat. Now, right off the bat, I wish the Colossus had launched his rocket planes, because at this stage, a lot of ships are moving into position, and they're perfect targets for Colossus. Or if anything, he could have tried to snipe the CV. It is a Lexington. But for some reason, he goes for the battleship. The Skane, the Gadget, and the Lazo are all up there on their own. I really don't advise taking 23-kilometer shots. I really don't. He does get forward pins though, but since it was HE, it's only 8,000. And HE damage, especially fires, is, well, fully healable. So, not much there. Now, the real difference between the Amagi and the Ragnarok and the Ignis that we see here is literally just a 0.2 in stigma values. Just a 0.2, and they have 3 more second reload. The Gajimagi goes down, so that's unfortunate. That is a very strong DD to lose. But you did see he was just charging in there. And they lose the Mogami. And he would just pushed in there. That's really painful to see. Now the CV using his rockets again. He really could go up and help the northern side, because 3 DDs and a Takachi. Kill the Takachi and you basically wipe out most of their A. Same with the Dallas. But he goes for the battleship. Why would you go for the battleship? Okay, what DD is firing? Akizuki's sitting there, he's farming them down, so that's good. And I think, yeah, the Cleveland's gonna go down. I mean, he's broadside to a Prince Eugen, which citadels him. Then there's sub-torps coming in. So yeah, he's dead. Akatsuki picks up the Nebraska, so that's good. Leave one dies to sub, and surprisingly, one of those torps actually pinged the sub. Now look at that torp. It wasn't even pinged, and yet somehow it. That makes no sense to me. Now, he should have kept AP loaded. He could have gone right through the bow of the Kongoose. It's only 25mm armor. So, that's a mistake. Skane goes down. I don't really know why the Skane didn't just hightail it south when he was on his own. Now, you see the CV is now coming to help here. There is no reason the CV should be here. He should be up north, helping up north. But Mag is going to take a ton of torps because those torps will home in on his last known position. And he's going to take all 4. Takes 2 there, that's 10,000. Shoots HE, and the sub does drop 4 ping torps on him. And he's got a solid ping on him. The Grom goes down. I don't know what the hell he was doing pushing after the BB. He's gonna take torps. Now, right here is where Ohio Mag made a critical mistake. He went around now, and he should have turned back around and headed north. Again, I don't know why in the hell the Akizuki at full health pushed into the enemies. I don't get it. I really don't. He should have turned back around. Because if anything, it just wasted time just going around the rock. But the Akatsuki, why in the hell would he do that? He could have just went back to the base, smoked up, and farmed them down. Now he's gonna lose all of his health. And that's a top tier 8. Oh my god. I mean, Akizuki, at the very least, if you're gonna go straight in, pick a target, drive straight in, torp the damn thing, and see what you can do. I don't even know what those torps were aimed at. Please tell me he did not drop all of his torps on one target. Actually, no, those were the Bensons. That's a full health Akatsuki down. I'm not great at playing DDs and randoms, but at least I know when to fall back. That's just a waste of it. And their CV's gonna die, so they lose that. But their CV wasn't that good, honestly. They lose a tier. They were gonna lose 2 tier 8, and this is them being top tier. Now see, we see Ohio Mag just constantly chasing after this. Well, so I get, but now the base is open. We got 5 enemy ships that are heading to the base. And the sub's going down. It's detected. Byard probably knows he's there, yep. And blaps him off the map. Between the CV, that Lazo's not living long. Lazo should be going down soon. And Lazo goes down to La Fantastique. See, if Ohio Mag had actually turned back around and went back to the base, It could have ended up. It could have probably ended up differently. He would have had more clear shots on that Bayard. But the northern team really screwed up. The Colossus really screwed up. Now, you still get the Atlanta. He's at no help. But he's going to make another critical mistake. You've got a battleship with you, right? Now, look at the Benson. He does go the Fantastique. And then we're going to see something like, what the hell happened? The Benson stops. He's sitting in smoke. That Benson's sitting in smoke when he should be out spotting and torping and anything. And the Atlanta's going to go cap. The bad news is that Atlanta's so low in health it's not even ridiculous. Fortunately, the CV whiffs that first strike. It would have been smarter for him to come back to the base. The Benson needed to get out of that smoke screen. He didn't have to sit there. Now he's going to come out and he's going to get detected. Because he's literally let the enemy creep up on him. So he's dead. And the enemy team now gets a 200-point lead. If anything, this just illustrates that people just play the game anymore. And that they don't try to learn. I'll be honest with you folks. People just play the game anymore. They don't try to learn. 4 or 5 years ago, people would try to learn the game. Now, it's like they've stopped playing. The experienced players that were part of the core group for the beginning of the game are gone. A good portion of them are gone. And I mean, I know you might have guys from like Kraken and guys like Lord Zath around, but that's like a minority group. If anything, it's like those kind of players are like a minority group in the game. And let's be honest. The vast majority of players probably have a 48% win rate or below. In terms of what hired clans would say, now let's be honest. We don't know what Lord Zath would probably say off stream or anything. Let's be honest. But I know players that would honestly categorize a lot of these 48%ers as shitters. Let's be honest. I mean, use that word, shitters. That's honestly what we honestly think of them. Now he does get a good hit on that Takachi. But again, they're 300 points behind. They need kills. And I think the Atlanta is going to go down soon. Because the Atlanta just isn't the AA boat that it was. Close quarters, the Takachi.
の撃沈を確認。左舷に魚雷確認。観測機飛行中。観測機撃墜されました。左舷に魚雷確認。
And Lance has holding the cap down and stopping the points. But the points from his team are also being stopped. Right now I'm looking at the Atlanta to see what he's doing. Pops his hydro so he can spot the torps. But it looks like he does take one on the bow, it looks like, from that. So, any chance they had is, well, gone. Ohio Mag is probably going to pick up a Kraken. But against the CV, not likely. Picks up his Kraken, so that's kudos to him. It'll be interesting to see what the base XP is, looks like on the in score. That's what I'm interested to see happen. But as you saw, a lot of mistakes were made. Tiny little mistakes. And some of them didn't have to be. The sad thing is, I think the CV is saying probably be 8 or 9, which I have to agree with him. Judging probably for the Atlanta thought the planes are coming from, but we're 100 points in, we got 2 minutes left. As you can see, the Ignis just does not have that good of AA. And who knows how much of his AA has been destroyed already. If you can look at the hull, you can see a huge part of it looks like short-range AA. So, not the best. But I mean, their teams won it. Let's be honest. So when it really came down to it was the Gaja, the Aki, Colossus, Mogami, a lot of players just didn't perform. And you saw that the full health Akizuki that just went up there to D8 to die. Had he came back down, things could have ended differently at the home cap. Absolutely. All those DDs that were at the home cap don't stand a chance. Mahan, Aki, La Fantastique, all those DDs don't have the TPM besides La Fantastique with a real booster to match the Aki. That's the one thing they had. Like, they had a huge DD advantage at this beginning of the match. But when they lost the DD advantage, the cruisers had the advantage. And by then it was too late. And the CV, instead of supporting the northern side to help make it less, to give time, well, yeah. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate for the loss. It could have absolutely and positively been a win. You guys if you've watched the whole thing, you would see that it could have been a win. It's a very painful loss. A very painful loss. Damn. But I don't really know why Ohio Mag didn't go to B8 or 9. I mean, there's not much he could do. I mean, he doesn't have the speed. Odds are the CV's already gone to A10 at minimum. There's nothing he could do. That's just painful. Let's see what the score is. He made a sizable profit of over $1 million, a decent amount of free XP, so he's probably running red or blue boosters on that, so kudos to him for making that. Let's see what the team score ends up as. Again, the Gaja, the Skane, the DDs, those 3 DDs really came back to bite it. Wow, their sub actually did the best. Wow. So kudos to the team. That's just unfortunate. And when you look at what he took, mostly looks like the Dallas that did most of the damage to him. And then he took those sub-torps. The sub-torps took a huge portion of his health away. 30,000. I can't believe 7 salmon torps did that. But, you know, not a bad... Okay, yeah, he was running blue boosters. Absolutely. But not a bad, you know, profit for him. But a decent match for Ohio Mag. It's a shame that his team made so many mistakes, though. He made a few mistakes, Ohio Mag did. But his team made more. Let's be honest. That's just unfortunate.